A situation that poses specific challenges to the design, operation, and effectiveness of the detection system is called a special hazard. These situations might involve special materials, such as chemicals, complex configuration of the equipment to be protected, or items vulnerable to damage by water or smoke. When compared to a traditional fire sprinkler system, special hazard fire protection systems have a few specific differences. They have better fire detection capabilities and can actuate faster. They make use of suppression agents that are safe for people and that do little damage to the assets or products in a building. And they require trained, qualified personnel for system design, service, and repair. Traditional fire suppression systems employ water to extinguish a fire. As effective as this method is, however, it may not always be the ideal way to tackle a fire. The use of water might damage expensive assets or property. One common way to tackle this problem is to use a gaseous agent to suppress the fire. This method is effective as it does not require water, foam, or another agent that might damage goods and property. Typical applications of this method are data centers, battery energy storage systems, and so forth. While designing the fire protection system for special hazards, it is important to be aware of the relevant Australian standards. The two industry standards currently employed that deal with the use of gas suppression for special hazard systems are Australian Standard 1670, Part 5. This standard sets out the requirements for the design, installation, and commissioning of special hazards, detection, actuation, and control system comprising components. Australian Standard 4214. This standard outlines the requirements for the gas suppression system itself. It must be stressed that 1670 Part 5 is a mandatory standard, as it is the mandatory reference listed in 1670 Part 1, which governs the general aspects of fire detection. Furthermore, 1670 Part 5 is referenced in 4214, which oversees gas suppression. The products selected for special hazard and gas suppression must allow the installation to comply with the normative references. 1670 Part 5 clearly states that the equipment used must comply with the normative references listed in 1670 Part 1. For example, the panel must comply with 7240 Part 2. The power supply must comply with Part 4, and so on. Please make a note of these standards and cross-reference them with the products you are considering for your installation. A panel that didn't comply with these standards might not monitor the system up to the actuator. This means that, without proper reporting across the system, the gaseous might not be able to activate, but no warning of this would be present at the panel. It is therefore important that designers, certifiers, and installers check that the special hazard products used on their jobs comply with all the necessary normative references. It is no exaggeration to say that this could be a matter of life and death, and compliance should not be taken lightly. Unfortunately, we have been made aware of currently active projects that employed products that lack the correct approvals. This choice might leave you exposed. Be also wary of vague wording such as conforms to or complies with. You must ensure that the product was tested and certified to the correct standards and in the appropriate manner. Fusion Fire has successfully operated in the special hazard space for many years, assisting key stakeholders to deliver large and complex projects on time. Our technical team has worked closely with clients to provide effective design to reduce the infrastructure requirements. This means that we can make full use of the latest technology to provide cost savings without sacrificing safety in any way. Fusion Fire also takes compliance extremely seriously. All our products are tested by accredited laboratories and are then certified by CertMark as the certifying body. In addition to this, the products receive further compliance checks under the JAS-ENS scheme, which mandates annual inspections of the manufacturing facilities, batch testing, market surveillance, etc. This will provide an addition guaranteed to our customers that the product still performs as intended. Please remember, all products must be certified to the correct standards. The products must be fully certified, not simply conforming to a standard. If possible, request that the manufacturer and the product be monitored under the Jazz Ends scheme. Finally, you should ensure that the design is appropriate for the task at hand. Thank you for your attention. For further queries, please feel free to contact Fusion Fire.